Welcome back. Let's start working on the multiple field. In the previous course, we discussed the case where we had only one field. Now let's run through the same statement with multiple field. Now in this employee table, let's say we have a requirement that it has a multiple, it's a multiple field: age, salary, address, city, state, date, join. So the first step here is to determine what's the data type of different field. So, we start with the syntax here. Let me clean up a little bit. Syntax like it was before. So now the syntax here is I have a age column, so we decide some good name which is very self-explanatory. So we give the name as age. So now the second step is the data type. If you think logically, age is a number data type. So we'll specify. We have two options here. We can either specify the one with a decimal, more like a float, or a float or the either float or double, but you don't need usually age is people put a round number, like he's 34 or he's 25 or whatever, so we'll give it as an int. The next step is specify comma. Now address, let's think logically. Address is usually won't be more than 500 character, but could be more sometimes. So address is, yeah, is mainly street name. So we specify address as let's say varchar with 1050 character. We specify comma. Here also, when first field is over, we need to specify comma. So then same thing. Similar way we do it for city and state. City is not more than you know uh, maybe 50 character. And state again, it could be max, could be 100 character. Let's put 100. Now the last one is date join. Now date join is meant for storing the date type call, value in there. So we specify the type as date. What it means that it will store as a YY MMDD format in DB. It has many advantage of storing it as date format instead of a string. Once we move further in a course, we'll know that. Okay, so now let's run this particular statement. Create table, with all the different fields, and see what happens. Okay, so we have a table got created. Now, like we did before, let's confirm if all the fields are created or no. We run the same thing. Select staff from employee. You see we have all the fields. Now we know it's empty, right? So let's run the insert statement with a different field. So let's put the different fields in that. Insert age. Now the syntax for this insert command is same with multiple fields, except that you add multiple fields to it. Let's say we add three fields. Name, age. You specify comma, comma. Then you specify column name. Let's just start with adding three fields: age, address, and city. So now in the value column, correspondingly we have to do the same thing. Here we have to be very, very careful in terms of data type. Now we know age is a number data type, or integer. So number data type don't need a single quote. So we specify, let's say age is 34. So we specify 34. Then a comma. Now we know that string address is a string data type. So we say 123. Whatever street name. Let's say it's Lloyd Boulevard. So we say LLOYD Lloyd Boulevard. Then we complete the semicolon, I mean a single quote. Now, what is it? The next one is city. City is again a string data type. So we say it's, let's say city is Fremont. We complete a single quote. Now we run this SQL statement. You see it's all should be matching, the name with the value. So employee name, age, address, city. It's just to match one to one. Let's run it and see what happens. We run it, we call query execute. It runs, all green, which is good. Let's confirm this, by looking at the value. Select staff from employee. You see we have the records in it. So it means we are now able to run the insert statement with a multiple field. Now, usually common mistake that people make here is they miss some value, you know. So in this case, let's say I miss adding the city in it, and you'll get error message. Let's say what error message we get. So we get error message column count doesn't match. That's the usual error message people get, where they miss matching this column with the value. So you just have to make sure you add the same number of value as number of column you specify in the field list. Thank you.